And we are live. Guys, welcome, or guys and girls, welcome to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. So in this video, we are having a look at Salamander. Salamander the arcade by Konami. I believe it was 1987 that this game was made. Hopefully I got that right. Now, this core is currently in alpha. It plays really well. I gave it a little test earlier before I did the video, and what's really good about it, it feels good. There's no sound at the moment. The sound hasn't been implemented. I want to give a big shout out to core developer Raki, also known as RCA Victor Co, over on Twitter. RCA Victor Co, her makes sense. Konami, Vic Viper. If you want access to this, it is available via Patreon. Now, the lowest Patreon tier that Raki has is it's like $1 or £1 or something, so it's very cheap, and you can get alpha access to their cores. They usually post them up there first. However, I have to say, historically speaking, Raki, from the point of when they go into an alpha or a beta over on their Patreon, it gets released publicly rather quickly, right? So it's completely up to you guys. So guys, if you're just tuning in, it's going to be a quick stream. There's no sound, so this alpha doesn't have sound. I spoke to Raki like earlier, and I was like, look, can I get a copy of this? It's available. He sorted me out with a copy, but you guys can get one too if you really want to play it and you want to kind of get involved in the alpha testing. It is available over on Raki's Patreon. So I've got a link to that in the description. So I do hope everybody is doing well. We'll start a game in just a second. So one thing that I kind of recommend, and some people may say that it's cheating. It's not a good thing to do, right? But what I do is I don't like separate buttons for missiles and your normal fire. So I put my missiles over to the normal fire as well. So I'm just spamming one button and it's firing my missiles and like my normal shot at the same time. It gets a little bit strenuous trying to do it with two different buttons, especially when you're not like kind of on an arcade machine, right? So I like these horizontal shmups from Konami. They're like some of my favorite shmups. So what happens is you start. So this one's a little bit different, right? Because I played a lot of Salamander on the NES, right? From what I remember, if I remember correctly. Now, the way this one works is like I'm used to playing them where you get the power-ups and then you bank the power-up. So one power-up gets you speed, two get you missile, and then you can go along, save up for your option, go for ripple, go for laser, you know, and then finally kind of go for shield, right? But in this one, you start the game with one option, and as you start with one option, you just get power-ups, right? So you haven't got, I kind of missed that banking ability. That might just be me. But without further ado, let's start this. Let's pump in a few credits. What's the matter? I think, oh wow, okay, you can pump in more than 9. Oh, what I should have done is looked at the dip switches. We'll look at those at some point as well. So also I've been super dirty because, okay, don't start with an option. The first thing you get is an option. Look, I've got 2 options already, right? So that should be missile now. And oh wow, okay, so that there was ripple shot that I missed. So I kind of had to look at attract mode to have a look at what each kind of power up gives you, right? Now I'm just holding a button down here, and I kind of prefer doing that for shmups as well, especially on live streams, right? Because if not, you can really hear me spamming that button, and I do like the easy life. Like, you know, shmups are difficult enough for me already without having auto fire, right? So I'll use that auto fire, and I'll use that one button for missiles, and one button for shot, the same one. Because you know what, when I played like the later games, it gives you the option to fire your missiles. And okay, so this one here, you're always kind of bumping into edges, which can get a little annoying. Hopefully I'll remember what everything is. Now I can't wait for this to get the sound implemented, because from what I remember, you know, all of these Konami shmups, they've got really good soundtracks. Really, wow! I just got out of that. Wow, look at that. Proper felt Star Wars. Well, apart from that crash over there. Now, the thing about these Konami power-ups, these Konami games is, man, once you once you die and you lose your power-ups, you're very much so weakened, man. More so than in something like a Shinobi or Shadow Dancer, right? Where you just use the power-up stars. Okay, I got some good shots there. Wow. So it's tough. This isn't going to be a massively long stream. Like, I could have done a video on this. Well, that regenerated fast, guys. So yeah, I could have done a video on it, but I kind of wanted to do a live stream on it. I was like, I really do enjoy doing the live streams. We'll see how long it kind of goes, but let's have a look. So wicked. Hey guys, if you're just tuning in, I hope you guys are having a good Sunday. It's Sunday afternoon, just gone 1:30 here in the UK. Let's see, right? So I can't remember this game too well, man. But again, this isn't one of the ones I played in the arcade. I might have like, I'll set myself up there, right? Do I shoot it in the eye? I must have to shoot it in the eye. Kind of wish I've had like a back shot here or something, right? Okay. Come on, come back, come back. It's got to be the eye, right? I'm not getting a flash. I'm not getting like a flash indicator to tell me that, oh, okay, it was the eye, right? So I got that one. But, oh, wow. Okay. This is interesting. It's got some vertical parts as well. I did not know that, man. So do you know what I may have played may have been Life Force. I think that was the release we got in the UK on the NES, right? And I like the fact that it hasn't got checkpoint saves, right? Because if it did, then it would be very, very difficult to go through this. So hopefully we can just continue our way through it. So I might end up completing it, right? So I guess it will be a kind of alpha test for the integrity of the game. But everything, guys, it's looking really, really good, right? And if I look at chat, I don't think there's much happening in chat. I think I got one message. It's difficult to, it's difficult to see. It's difficult to survive while having a look at chat here. It's not on my main screen that I'm using for playing. I've got a second screen that it's on. Actually, let me try it on that. But the second screen is my OBS screen, and that, oh yeah, that's got a little bit of delay. I can feel it. I want to play it on my normal screen, but maybe I can pop my head there from time to time. So look how powerful you are with the lasers, man. Now this is the thing about the Konami games. Once you get the power up, you don't want to die. Once you die, you turn worthless. Yo, Jinkman, how you doing? Good morning. Really reminds me of Gradius 3. So Gradius 3, I'm not too familiar with. I know Alf Scuttis77 is working on bringing Gradius 2, and that's a project that he's working in collaboration with Hotego on, and hopefully we'll get Gradius 2. And I've tried that one. As difficult as that is, I really do like that game. And this game never had bombs or anything, right? So, I kind of got to the main part. Wow, that was quite the dodge. No. Okay, we got that one. Okay, I like how it kind of swaps over, man, from vertical to horizontal. Again, guys, this is feeling good. I can hear I can almost hear the sound effect in my, oh, come on. How is that? What a bump, right? It goes really low down and I can't get it. Come on. Give me some power, man. I want to feel powerful. That's one thing about shmups, right? Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take everything, right? Oh, I missed that bloody. Okay, this is getting terrible. I really like the fire effects in this, man. I think they look fantastic. You know, when that big kind of fire comes over, right? And let's see if we can, wow, like that one there. So if you don't know where that is just gonna get you, isn't it? You know, that's your coin gone. Wow, look at that. How are you supposed to dodge that unless you know exactly where it is? Look at that. That was just luck. Look at those firebirds. Is that a phoenix? Is a firebird a phoenix? Is that what we call it, guys? Wow, okay, so, wow, again, look at this, man, like difficult but fantastic, man. Okay, wow. Okay, and this is on easy, right, guys? I went into dip switches. The dip switch options are there, so that's really, really cool. Good job from Raki, and like I encourage everyone, if you want access to beta and alpha cores, this alpha is available over on Raki's Patreon. So the lowest here is like $1, right? So if you wanted to get access to this, you could support Raki. And big props to Raki, like mad props to Raki, right? Because Raki is a core developer, right? That does a lot of decapping and a lot of reverse engineering work, right? So a lot of the work that they do benefits other developers, right? And I can give you a very, very recent example of that, right? If you have a look at the Coin-Op collection, right? They released Twin Cobra yesterday, right? Or Kyoke Tiger, right? Whatever you want to call it. So in order to get that working, or one of the things that got it working was some of Raki's implementation of certain chips, and they got the game booting and working. So what happens is, when someone like Raki and other core developers, when they do some work and they make it open source and available to others, other people can benefit from it, right? And the Coin-Op collection directly benefit from it. And their latest Patreon post, right? They've they've directly said that, because of Raki's work, they were able to get the Twin Cobra core working. So, mad props there, guys. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. Do you know, I kind of like this. I like the fact that we're going from horizontal to vertical. What I kind of dislike, and it's no biggie, it's not a game breaker or anything like that, right? It's the fact that you can't bank your power-ups. That's the way I've always liked these games. I've always liked banking my power-ups, right? I like to go for one or two speed, right? Depending. Usually one. Sometimes if you're going through trickier parts where you're kind of navigating through hills and whatnot, you get the faster one, right? But yeah, one or two speed. Get my come on. That was a setup. And then then either usually I go for lasers, right? So lasers, my options. Some of the later games you've got a choice of shield you can pick at the beginning. The shield that you've got is it's like the one that's around you or the one that's in front of you. I've always preferred the one that goes around you, right? So yeah, wow. Okay, so good job, Raki, man. I'm digging this, man. I'm digging it. I know this is an alpha. I swear, if there was an invincibility mode in this, I would just turn it on just for us to kind of go through the game, man. Oh, look at that. Nice. Okay, are we getting to a boss fight? Okay, I'm getting some power ups here. Let's come on. Wow. Okay, game over. Wow, that was a lot of lives, man. Hopefully I can continue. Let me continue. It did not let me continue. Yo, Retro Tuner, how you doing, man? Wildside, hey guys, how you doing? Yeah, just a quick Sunday afternoon stream, having a look at Salamander from Raki. Let's have a look at the options that are in there, right? So scalar settings. Okay, so you've got aspect ratio original, VGA scalar. I don't know if those are just the MiSTer options, right? I've got auto fire turn on, so I have to be very careful with my back button, right? So dip switches. What's in dip switches? Okay, so coin, one play, disabled, no coins. Oh wow, 4 coins for 3 plays. Okay, 4 coin for 1 play. Let's just go 1 coin, 1 play, 1. Oh wow. Oh okay, 1 coin for. You know what? Let's go for 1 coin for 7 plays. That sounded good, right? I mean, since we're the arcade owners over here, let's give to the community. 1 coin equals 7 plays, right? Let's put the lives up. The maximum we can have is 7. Wow, imagine that. 1 coin, 7 credits, 7 lives each. 7 times 7, 49. Quick maths. Coin slots 2. Max credits 9. Okay, so the max credits is 9. But honestly, I got more credits than that on there. Demo sound on. We can leave that on, guys, but we actually don't have sound for this. So the sound hasn't actually been implemented for this core yet. Salamander on Mr. Nice. Yeah, so Retro Tune, I imagine it will be out soonish, right? It's currently available in this state on Raki's Patreon. The details are up in the top right and also in the description. I've also given my buddy MiSTer add-ons a plug. So I just realized I don't have to have a static image on that. Even I knew it for a while. I was like, let me get a little rotation going so I can plug a few things during the live stream. So service mode off. Coin cabinet type cocktail upright. Okay, I don't exactly know what the difference is. Let's go upright and see what difference that makes. That's just my curiosity now, right? Okay, so again, here we are, guys. We are running. So maybe we'll give it one more kind of run and just see how it goes. But guys, it's amazing, right? The MiSTer just has so much life left in it. I really hope. I don't know if Raki's got an analog pocket. I need to ask, because it'd be amazing to see their cores ported over to the analog pocket. I don't think we have any, and I don't know if that's one of the FPGA platforms they support. But it would be nice to get this stuff over on the pocket as well, right? I mean, I absolutely love the pocket. Love the pocket. Love the MiSTer, and there's a good chance I'm gonna love future FPGA consoles as well when more powerful ones come, right? When I see like a new arcade game. So this is important here. I've got a bad memory, right? So speed up, you can see you've got a particular power up, missiles, multiple, which I've always called options, right? Because it even says it, option, laser, ripple, laser, and force field, right? So I kind of need to remember which one is which. And like I said, my criticism of this, and this might be down to the version, right? Because the version that we are running here, right, is Salamander version D. I got an RBF with it, and I only got one MRA file that supports Salamander version D. So I can't imagine this being out without that banking system, right? I mean, I could be wrong. Does anyone know? Is there a different version of this with a banking system, right? Because that would be brilliant. Yes. Oh, what's Retro Tuner saying? Yes. Oh, Wildside, it was my local arcade back in SF2 golden era. That was the golden era, wasn't it? Yeah, you know what? Someone else mentioned that on the weekly news video or on the stream I did yesterday in the chat after. They mentioned Thundercade. And I had a look at it and it looks very similar to like the Twin Cobra games. It looks like a game from that era. So, you know, like Raiden as well. Raiden's another good one. That was a favorite in the arcade as well for the shmup lot. I think I've mentioned it in streams before. Back in central London, there was an arcade on Wardour Street, right? Which is Wardour Street is a street off Oxford Street, right? One of the most popular streets in London, or the area, Oxford Circus, right? And there was an old guy there, man, an old Chinese guy. I must have been like late teens, early 20s, and this guy was at least in his 60s, and he used to smash Raiden, man. Like this guy was, you know, you'd watch him play for like 20 minutes. The guy just would not die, man. It was absolutely amazing and all that stuff. They had it in the shop by me as well. Yeah, cool. What's that? They had what? Thundercade, yeah? See, shmups, yeah, like they can get a little bit confusing when you play two players. There's a lot of stuff happening. So, like this one of your ships is blue, the other is red. The colors are very, very different. So I'll kind of be all right with it. But sometimes when the colors are close and there's a lot happening, it can prove to be quite difficult. But let's give this one more round, right? So we've given it 1 coin, gives you 7 credits. 7 credit, yeah, 1 coin, 7 play, and we've also given ourselves 7 lives, right? So let's press that. No, what happened there? 1 coin. I put it down to okay. Don't know why that dip switch didn't kind of respond. Okay, let me just make sure we have got that. So all right, okay. So yeah, 1 coin, 7 play, live 7. Let's just give it reset to apply, and let's just check that again, right? Yeah, someone was saying Wildside that Raiden kind of ripped off Twin Cobra. So I don't know what came out first. So I imagine if Twin Cobra came out first, that might be correct to some extent, right? Because the ships that you shoot for power-ups, like the carriers or whatever they're called, those ones there are exactly the same in Raiden, right? But I think that was quite normal for vertical shmups especially, right? Some extent horizontals, but vertical you more saw it where you had like the normal enemies and then you had like the slightly larger enemies, and when you shot the slightly larger enemy you ended up getting a power up. So right, let's put 1 credit in. Okay, so we haven't got that, so I'm going to put in some credits. Let's see the maximum we can go, right? I think these ones here will lock at 99. So yes, some only had 9 maximum credits. So it doesn't look like the dip switches are taking effect because I did put down maximum credits being 9, but obviously it's letting us put 99 in. So let's have a look. Okay. Do 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 boo boo boo. Yes, I know. I'm an idiot. All right. Okay. Yeah. Look at that. Oh yeah, we are partying, people. Now I just don't want to die, man. If I die, that's it. I lose all my power ups, man. Look at that. Look, powerful. And yeah, like if anyone missed the beginning of the stream, yes, what I've done is I've configured 2 buttons to 1. So the missile button and the fire button are 1, and I've also got on auto fire via the 8-bit DOE controller that I'm using. So yeah, I've gone as cheap as you can. But you know what? For you guys, for your ears, it's definitely without a doubt better, right? Because you're not hearing me spam the button all the time, right? Because it does come through on my it does come through on my mic with filters, right? I don't need to get any more speed now. So okay, I think those ones down there are speed. No, they're not. Those might have been missiles. I can't even remember, man. That's why I so preferred the banking system, man. The banking system it just works, right? You know, unlike unlike the regular bank. Okay, I think I grabbed another. I'm too fast. I'm too fast. Right. Oh wow. Okay. I was kind of looking at chat. So yeah, Raiden definitely borrowed some stuff. I kind of saw that there. Right. Okay. Look at that. I feel like I'm making popcorn with those things, you know. This is where I need to dig my way out, man. Wow. Okay. Did it. And it's good. You've got a small kind of hurt box in this, right? Your ship. So you don't, you know. Okay. Let's just get through this part. Come on, some power ups, man. Oh, okay. How many lives have I got, man? I've got like 23 lives. That's pretty amazing, man. Well, I've got 23 now. I'll probably started with a higher number, right? So don't be sly. Shoot it in the eye of this mega brain. Brain, let me see your brain eye. This kind of speed, you can kind of handle stuff, you know. Oh, okay, that was good. We're going horizontal now. Wow, I haven't got a good rate of fire here, man. Oh wow, went through the bullets there. That was quite the duck here, man. Okay, are these power ups? Come on. Okay, I've got an option. That's a start. And it's gone. Again, great game, man. I love getting arcade games. I really don't care what the arcade games are. Every time an arcade core gets released for the MiSTer, don't get me wrong, I like computer console cores or any core in general, but arcade, man, I just have such a love for it, man. I love getting more and more games for it, right? It's amazing. Even games well before my era, right? I can appreciate them. Like some of the stuff Anton Gell does. I appreciate the work he does. Love checking out his cores, but it's definitely before my era. But you then always find like certain games, so they don't. The graphics aren't as advanced as they are, say, for this game here, right? But you've kind of got the playability then, and that's what a lot of the older games were, right? Do you remember the themes for a lot of games like Head Over Heels, and you'd have a game, a game about a dog that went to fetch his ball or something. Sorry, I'm giving random examples here, right? But the games were just very, 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 very kind of childish themes, right? Well, I guess they were kind of aimed at children or whatever, right? And they were just really, really nice, like some really, really weird stuff. I remember checking out some of the older games and thinking, wow, just imagine bringing that out today. That will just not last in today's day and age, you know? See, this is where if you go too fast, this is tough. Right, let's just get in there and do it. Always have to use that invincibility. Do you not remember that flashing? Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh, you don't remember it in there? Okay, that's good to know. Is that you're going off the arcade though? Yeah, because I was wondering what that was. I was thinking, was that like dramatic? It's supposed to be a little bit of a dramatical effect of some kind of boss creature coming in. Okay, missed the option while I tried to get the speed. Okay, what we got there? That's miss. Ah, man, look at that. That is just wow. So guys, when this 17 life ends, I'm gonna end the stream. It was literally just to kind of look at this, right? And overall, it's looking good. RetroTune has pointed out that he doesn't remember seeing that flashing in the arcade, and that may well be something that is up with the FPGA core that wasn't in the arcade, right? Because it takes time to get it one-to-one perfect, unless obviously this is version D and the version that we saw was different and this was in version D. I honestly can't say because I don't know this game well enough to be able to say, oh, that's out. But I do respect some of the people that actually really, really notice some of this stuff. I see some people, and I remember for Sega System 18, people were pointing out to Hotego that some of the airport sign writing in the background, like the colors off. I'm colorblind anyway, so I won't be able to tell. But I'm like, wow, that is some crazy attention to detail, you know? So they're like, oh yeah, that little line or that sign or that one little digit is just completely off. And yeah, and then Hotego obviously corrects it. He's like, yep, we're aware of it, or someone said this before, it's on my to-do list, or thank you very much for actually bringing it to my attention. So yeah, man, it's good stuff, good stuff. And I guess that's what it is, because we're into FPGA gaming because we want the most accurate. Okay, I was being greedy there, thinking I'll end up killing it. We want the most accurate recreation that we can get of our favorite games, right? And a lot of developers out there, they'll revisit their cores if they find that there's improvements in them. I remember Pierco just putting out a tweet saying that he's actually revisiting his older cores because there's some new implementations that have come that his cores can benefit from. And I always dig that stuff, right? Because it's just nice. It's like, cool. Don't abandon your old core. When new information comes to light that can make it more accurate, well, you know what? Act on that information, use that information, and yeah, make the kind of most out of it, right? So it's really, really nice and refreshing to see that. Wow, okay. So I'm doing a little bit better, but once I die, that's it, I'm gone. Like, oh, look at that. Tough stuff, tough stuff. And these kind of orangey ones are the power up ones, right? So I've got missiles here. Let me get this buddy here. Got options. We're kind of doing all right. Got my laser now. So it's really cool how this goes from horizontal to vertical. Okay. Okay. I must have landed on an option when I respawned, and that's gone. Again, this part is tough. especially when you lose all your fire and you don't have much, man. Oh wow. Okay, what have I got here? Okay, I got myself some ripples, and the ripples are gone. I respect the people that can 1cc this stuff, man, because that is just mad skills, my bros, mad skills. Okay, so let's okay, all right. I just realized now when you die with options, the options kind of float down, right? So right, let's just take them out. Okay, wow, there's a lot. Okay, that's getting wow, that was a lot of lives gone, man. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so guys, this is looking good. That flashing may have been something that's a little bit off. Obviously, the sound hasn't been implemented yet, but Raki kind of made that clear when he hooked me up with his core. Also, if you want access to this core, guys, then yeah, then definitely check out Raki over on Patreon. I just noticed now when I set the screen up, I didn't change it from the last stream I was doing. So as you can see at the bottom left there, credit, a little part of the C is missing. On the screen that I'm playing on, I can actually see it. So guys, I'm going to kind of wrap it up here. Yeah, it was a quick one, just a quick one to have a look at this. A massive shout out to Raki, RCA Victorco, for hooking me up with this. Like I said, guys, if you want to support his work, it's like $1 to join the lowest tier on Raki's Patreon, and you can get access to exactly what you've seen here. Right, you've got the RBF and the MRA. You add it to your MiSTer. You add the MAME zip. It tells you what MAME zip to add as well. So you add that on there. So that's absolutely awesome. Obviously, there's my Patreon as well. If you appreciate the work, then any help and support, whether it's subscribing, liking, sharing, or via Patreon, that stuff's appreciated. And a big shout out to MiSTer Add-ons as well. This isn't per se a sponsored video, but I do like to give him a plug because the guy's really, really cool, man. He's a sponsor of my Saturday news video, and the guy just never ever bugs me, man. It's just like goes on, I'll tell him if you've got a new product, give me a shout. I'll give it a plug. Absolutely doesn't. Very, very chill, that guy. I like the guy a lot. So guys, that's it. Awesome. We've got all these MiSTer cores. They are fantastic. You guys are fantastic. Have a great Sunday wherever you are. It's like 2 p.m. over here in the UK. And yeah, wherever you are in the world. I know Retro Tuner's a UK guy, so he's in the same time zone. But I know some of you guys are late at night if you're from like the Australia side. What else is there? It's early morning in the USA. So absolutely wicked, guys. Have a great day. Be absolutely awesome to one another, guys. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.